Hello guys, welcome back to another video, or welcome here if you are new. Today we are going to be building a new bookshelf area. We have not one, but two bookshelves that I ordered probably like 3 days ago, and they're already here, maybe less than that. The bookshelf that I have right now is actually discontinued, which I didn't realize that until I went to look at buying a new one. So I've taken it out of my description box, and I will instead put these two as long as it looks good and the quality is good. However, because we have two new bookshelves, one, we need to build them. Two, we need to take off everything on these bookshelves, including this cube unit, because I will no longer have that either. And three, get rid of books. There are just so many books that I don't need, whether it's books in my shelf that I've just realized, okay, maybe I don't love them a lot, maybe I don't really ever think about them, so I might as well get rid of them. Some people might enjoy them more than I do, and some on my TBR cart that we will bring over and do as well. If you have not yet, please like the video and subscribe down below. That way you don't miss any more of my videos. This is so exciting. I did a video about building this bookshelf. People really seem to enjoy it. So now we have two that we're building and a lot more books since then. So I'm excited. We're gonna decorate and we'll just get right into this video. So the bookshelf is empty. I took everything off on top, all the lights and everything. Books are all here, which is a lot more when it's off the shelf than when it's on. However, my sister is going to take the bookshelf. I don't know when, but she's the one that's taking this one. And then I think she's also going to take the cube unit, just because I already have one over by the TV, so I don't really need another one. It wasn't being used for clothes anymore, it was more books. So I could still use it for clothes, except I don't know where I would put it now. That's just to be determined. But I am going to move this one out of the way, maybe into the laundry room for right now, until I know when she's taking it. My dad could probably take it this weekend, so yeah, I'm gonna wipe it down and then put it in the laundry room, and then we'll get to probably sorting the books, just because I do want to make a few piles, whether I want to keep them, get rid of them. Same with like all of my TBR cart, because that's not even all the books I have, that's just all the books I've read. So going to start unpackaging the bookshelf, putting it together. I have not been feeling great, so I'm not gonna do a lot of talking. I'm just gonna do a lot of building. So let's go. Bookshelf is done. I just finished building it. I'm feeling a little unsure because it's that much shorter, and then I'm also losing a little bit of depth with it, so I won't be able to put as many trinkets. So I kind of felt like I was losing space when I got this, but I have a whole nother bookshelf, so I'm still gaining some, and we're still gonna build it and put it together, put it next to it and see what I want to do. So let's do the next one. This one only took me, I want to say like 30 minutes, like 25 minutes, not long at all. So let's do the next one. Like my floor down here is a little uneven, so I feel like that causes a little bit of an issue. The outlet is still accessible, and I feel like I can still put something here. I just didn't know if I wanted them separated, like I can do one there, here, but then what would I put there?
Look at this. Oh my god.
Yeah, see.
Is that it? We can just...
I told my sister I was going to give her this cube unit.
It seems fine for me.
I just don't know. bookshelves are all put together and the books are all set. I had a really hard time figuring out where I wanted books, and I did run out of a little bit of room, so I kind of had to mix some genres in a way, but it's not like completely all over the place. However, I want to show you some of the piles I made. There is a pile of books I want to get rid of, a pile of books that I'm going to just put in storage until I move out and get a bigger bookshelf kind of area, and then some books that I either have duplicates of or they just didn't fit on the shelf. They're just going to be put away because it's not like important books. I don't talk about them a lot. And a book that I'm very unsure about that I need your opinion on. So let me just really quickly show you first the books that I just have duplicates or I can't fit them. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I have the special edition with the black sprayed edges, and so I'm just gonna put this one in storage. Icebreaker and Wildfire by Hannah Grace. These books just, I can't fit, and I don't want to put them in like a thriller section or something weird, so I'm just gonna pack them up. They're not like my favorites or anything, so it's not a book that I'm probably gonna be talking about, and if I do, I'll just pop in a photo of the cover. It Happened One Summer, Tessa Bailey, similar kind of thing. It's just not one of my favorite books, and I'm actually unhauling a different book by her, so this one will just be packed. And then lastly, a duplicate, Powerless. I have the hard copy, and I don't need the paperback as well on my shelf. This one I might just hide somewhere on it, because it is my original copy, so I think I annotated a little bit in this one. Books that I am getting rid of, I did not like, I do not recommend, is all right here. First one I did read and I just didn't love. It actually took me years and years to get through, and that is The 1000th Floor by Katherine McGee. I had the second book and I ended up unhauling it a few months ago, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of the first one because why would I have the first and not the second? And the only reason I'm really keeping them is for the covers, and I don't really care about the covers. The next one, again, did read. This is The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. This book I ended up listening to on, oh, it's such a cute, why did I do that? I ended up listening to this on Spotify and I don't remember a thing from it. Not a lick of information stuck up here. I just don't see the reason in keeping it. I will say, unfortunately, the cover is really cute. I might see if my sister wants this just to display, my younger sister, because she likes foxes. If not, I'm just gonna get rid of it. I have other beautiful covers. Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Robertson. Another one that I just did not like. It was a lot of information, not a lot of things happening. I couldn't even tell you half of the things that went through in this book. I heard really good things and it just was not a book for me. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Oh man, A River Enchanted, Rebecca Ross. This was a struggle. I was crawling through this book. I ended up talking about it in a vlog at one point. I don't even know what vlog. And so I did not like this. And those, like one of those that I could see why some people might like it and the cover is beautiful, but do I need to keep it? Not really. So this one might be a iffy one. I'm not sure. This is the Tessa Bailey book that I 100% do not recommend. Wreck the Halls. It was awful. I hated it. I think I gave it a 1 star. Did not like. I liked It Happened One Summer 1,000 times more than this one. It was just awful. I'm getting rid of it. I actually hid it on my bookshelf because I didn't even want to look at it. This one I just don't think I'm ever gonna read, and that is Why Am I Like This by Gemma Stiles. My mom actually got 2 of these on accident. Like they just gave her 2, so she gave me one. I don't know if it's a book I'll read. Maybe I'll read the little synopsis and decide, but this was like an easy one that I just picked up that I was like, I don't know if I'll read that. I really wanted Cassandra Clare to be, I kind of wanted her whole entire stock of books at one point because she is the author that kind of got me back into reading with the Infernal Devices series and then the City of Bones series, the Mortal Instruments. I was like, what is the name? This book. I read The Red Scrolls of Magic and I did not like it. I think I gave it 2 or 3 stars. This is the second book, The Lost Book of the White. I just don't love Alec and Magnus as much as everyone else. I don't know, maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I would much rather read Jace's kind of book than like these two. So I'm getting rid of this one. I might end up unhauling the one on my bookshelf as well. That's all the ones that I'm getting rid of for sure. Now some more that I just am gonna put in storage. We have One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle. I thought this book was okay. It's very short. I loved the imagery in it. Like I did feel like I was in Italy in a different country, so I did enjoy this. It just wasn't like the best book I've ever read. The Giver by Lois Lowry. I cannot explain to you why this book holds like a special part in my heart. I could not explain it to you. I think because I watched the movie in like middle school and then I read the book and I was just like, you know what, I'm keeping this book. I don't know. 2 poetry books. I have Milk and Honey and then I have Watering the Soul. I love these. They're just gonna be put away until I get a different bookshelf because I don't need them on mine. This is kind of a weird series, I feel like, and I don't know if anyone has ever read these or just me, but we have Of Poseidon, Of Neptune, and then Of Trident. And these are all by Anna Banks. I read these again in middle school and I remember just like loving them. I ate them up. I was reading it in hotel rooms and swimming, and I just feel like if a book stays with you like that, I'm gonna just put these on my bookshelf in the future. So the one that I need help with, Help Me, Assistant to the Villain, Hannah Nicole Mayer. This book does not grab me. I've heard good things, but like, have I? I don't know. So tell me, do I need to keep this and do I need to read it? Be honest. I bought it because I knew it was a popular book, but I just never grab it when I'm reading. I don't know. Maybe it's the size, the weird size. I don't know, but tell me. Okay, done with this spiel. Let's decorate the bookshelf and I'll show you what it looks like. To talk you through quickly these first 2 shelves, we have all of my Sarah J Maas books up here that I could fit. This ended up taking 2 whole shelves and I'll show you over here in just a second, but we have all of my Throne of Glass books along with my original copies of the first few when they like first came out. That's like one thing that I'm so proud of myself, is that I read this before it got like super popular. I have my collector's edition of Throne of Glass as well as my collector's edition of A Court of Thorns and Roses. We have my hard copies of the ACOTAR series. Down here we have my Fourth Wing with all of the sprayed edges. I put Phantasma in here. The next one will go in there when I get it. So I kind of left room for that, as well as Fearless over here because we have Powerless and Reckless. My book Nook. This is the continuation of the Sarah J Maas books. So we have my paperbacks of the A Court of Thorns and Roses. I have this like Etsy print of like a dust jacket of A Court of Mist and Fury, which I just think is stunning. So I just keep it in here. Ideally, I would love to like show it off, but I can't. So we have Crescent City books. We have 1, 2, and 3, and then we have 1 and 2 in the paperback editions. We have some really cute romance kind of books. So we have, of course, Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates, along with The Conditions of Will, which I just finished last night. Then we have just some other random ones. We have all of the Abby Jimenez books that I own, along with Say You'll Remember Me, which just came out. And then we have just some cutesy, colorful kind of romances. When in Rome, Promise Me Sunshine, The Grace Year, Paradise Problem, Love in Other Words, and The 7-Year Slip. The next 2 shelves we have are kind of fantasy-esque. Throne of the Fallen. I have left room on this shelf for some of the other Carissa Broadbent books or Carrie Maniscalco. I don't know yet. We have a ton of like duologies up here. We have Hollow Vows, Twisted Bonds, Dance of Thieves, Vow of Thieves, and then I have my An Ember in the Ashes series. All of my Stephanie Garber books, along with my The Prison Healer, The Gilded Cage, again, room up there for The Blood Trader. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I did really want to show off this cover, but once again, I just didn't have the room to do it, so I kind of just put it right in the middle. This is complete random. There's like 3 duologies and then just some random books down here. One Dark Window, Two Twisted Crowns, Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom, Divine Rivals, Ruthless Vows, Kingdom of the Wicked. That's the only book I own for that one, which I just realized I could probably put up there and keep the authors together. But anyway, The Night Circus. This shelf I absolutely love. The only problem is finding books that are thin enough to fit on the sides. Like there's a little room, but I literally cannot fit a book there. Lynn Painter, Better Than Movies, The Do-Over. Then we have my original copy of Beach Read along with that special copy that has the sprayed edges. I absolutely love it. Funny Story, Happy Place, of course all Emily Henry, and then we have just some few romance randoms right there. Down here is another completely random shelf. Literally did not know what to put down here. Again, completely random. We have dystopian, we have romance, we have a few fiction. Basically just a jumble of books. A lot of these are duologies, but really I just only have 2 books of them. So I only have the first 2 in the Twisted Love, Twisted Games Red, along with Pirate King and Siren Queen. We have Lauren Nolan, my romance, fine print, you know, Lauren Asher books, Throttled by Lauren Asher, and then just a few singles that again, I just don't have the rest of the series completed yet. This is where everything started to get a little murky because I had some leftover books such as Hooked, and so I just put that on the shelf because the cover is dark. I know it's not a thriller, but all of my thriller books right here, along with some like young adult mystery. I just figured, okay, mystery, it can go here. All of my Cassandra Clare books, again, this ended up taking 1.5 shelves. So if we look over here, we have the rest of them there. Then we have my Harry Potter, along with just some really young, like Cinderella, Peter Pan books as well. And then this, I very much was indecisive whether I want to just take all of these books out and just pack them away until I move or put them there. They fit, so I just left them there, but they are books that I read in middle school / high school, so not super important, but yes. Building the side table that I'm going to put here. I got it from Amazon. I hope it looks good. I did that thing where you can see what it looks like in your room, like before you purchase it. So this is the last step to making all of this pretty, and I hope it works out, honestly, because I'm really excited for this part. Guys, I'm not going to return it. I'm gonna build it and see how I like it, but I just want to show. Really, I don't know what I want to do. I don't really want to order a whole new one, and I'm tempted to just try to put a little bit of nail polish there and see if that kind of solves the problem. Pause. Wanted to scream 3 times, but that's fine. We are making it work. It's fine. I've dropped this a million times. bookshelf area is officially done. It did take me a few days, like quite a few days actually, to get it all put together, and I feel like I'm still going to be switching it out, moving books around until I find like my perfect setup. However, I did change this area like last minute, so I kind of filmed the last part of that. I did get this table in. I of course had to wait for it, and I do have this light. I know it's like overexposed. That's kind of what it looks like. It's really beautiful. However, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe down below. That way you don't miss any more of my videos. If you have any opinions or thoughts about what I could change or put somewhere else to make it look better, please let me know. That way I can kind of try a few things out. I'm of course still getting used to everything. I loved my old shelf so much, and you know, it was just time to move on. But thank you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.